All right, gonna try something a little different here and record you or record me on my other camera because I'm gonna attempt to use my phone on the dome. We've had a lot of shooting nights. Tonight is supposed to be another clear one. I'm very much hoping that it is. Trying to add some good data to one target I've just been kind of focused on. I have got hair here. I got everything turned on inside. Let's see if I can prop this up like I did last time. It's a little risky. That's pretty good. And I'm going to attempt to do all of this with my phone. So let's plug in my flat panel here. Make sure it works before I start doing stuff. The light came on, so that's a good sign. So it works. So we'll just set this here, hop over the cord. Okay. So now I need to get it to the zenith. Let me text my mom back real quick. All right, so I need to connect to this guy. And hopefully it's very small on the phone, but hopefully I have no problems. Okay, I am connected. Let's go to the flat wizard and slew to zenith. There is nothing. She's a moving. That always makes me nervous. That's a very nerve-wracking position to have a telescope in. But I'm gonna go back to this guy. We're gonna dim it. Set it on top. Oh, my comments thing. I think I just need to turn it this way instead. That kind of barely reaches, doesn't it? Oh. Okay, it reaches. That's all that matters. Should go this way a touch. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do some flat exposures here. So last night I did 10-minute exposures on a target that I have been keeping an eye on for about a week. And my husband inspired me because we've been working more on adding more data to the heart and soul, which I did share on YouTube, but we have a new one that has over 22 hours, almost 23 hours if I'm thinking right, of data. And the difference between the one night of shooting the heart and soul and the almost 23 hours of shooting the heart and soul has been incredible. And so I looked it up, and so the apparent magnitude of the heart and the soul, because I actually think it's really technically considered to be one nebula. I don't think one is further away in distance than the other, but they're just different shapes, and they've got some separation between them. And the apparent magnitude on those is 6.5. And the apparent magnitude for reference on the Orion Nebula is 4.0. So they're not that dim of targets. This target that I am not sharing yet, well, who cares? Let's share it. I'm shooting the lobster claw, but in my frame with this scope, I can get the lobster claw, the northern lagoon, I believe is what it's called, and the bubble, all in one image with this guy. So I was really excited about that. But I think the apparent magnitude on this, I'd have to look it up again to be sure, is either a 10 or a 12. That's quite a bit different. But because my husband did 10-minute exposures for one night to add to some data for the heart and soul, and he was able to pick out some of the background better, I thought, well, shoot, my target is way dimmer let's go ahead and try for that. So anyway, that's what I did. Is I took 10-minute exposures last night. I got 33 of them. I'd like to do it again tonight, maybe not 10 minutes, but I'd like to do another set of exposures tonight. And then things are gonna change. Clouds are coming in, we're not gonna have as good of nights, blah, blah, blah. So let's see if this is done. Yep, it looks like it's done. Let me double check the folder first and make sure that they're in there. This isn't the easiest thing to navigate on the phone. Okay, it would be under, it's just under Flat Wizard. There it is, Flat Wizard. Okay, and then last night was the 20th into the 21st. So this one, is that right? What's today's date, guys? 21st, that's right. So we've got flats in here, and there are 20 of them. So if you can see that, we're good to go. Now I'm gonna do dark flats on this. So we are going to pull this sucker off, turn it off, unplug it, wind it back through here so it's not laying on the ground. Throw this in my drawer over here. And I will grab the cap. And chances are after I'm done with this, I'm gonna take the cap back off so I don't have to come back here later when I want to shoot again for tonight. Okay, let's get our dark flats going, shall we? Reconnect. I swiped it away, so let me reconnect to my computer out here. Okay, cover your scope now and press OK. Covered scope, OK. So now it's doing the dark flats. So I'm gonna go back to that folder I was in. This is in the way. And then I'm gonna go here, dark. So far I've got 2 of them. So we're getting there. Anyway, so that's my process here for taking flats and dark flats for a session. And I will hopefully have a beautiful new image to share, or images, because I do want to share the almost 23-hour version of the Heart and Soul that my husband got with the littler scope. So this is a, gosh, I wish I could remember the focal length. I just put it in on Stellarium. This is 568 millimeters with the 0.8 reducer on. That one is I want to say it's something like 365 or something. It's smaller. But I do want to share both of these images that we're getting, and he'll hopefully shoot with me again tonight before we get some cloudy nights and the moon starts to get big again. But this has been kind of a great welcome back to astrophotography. And something I was thinking about recently was, I think I needed this time away from it to learn how to live in this house and have a life without doing this. Because before we moved, we were doing this, we had lived together in that townhome, lived together, and then we started doing this. And then when we moved in here, we were doing this and living here. But we were never just living here, not doing this. So it's been nice to like step away, find my footing with a new house, a new situation, new equipment. Obviously we didn't have domes at the townhomes. There's been a lot, but it was a good breakaway from it. So I'm glad to be at this place with it now. Okay, let me see if before I sign off here, if it is ready. It takes those images super fast. Let's see if that folder is done. It looks like it's done, so we're gonna just go ahead and rehome the scope. So right now, I'm going to Nina, and I'm gonna go to equipment. Hard to navigate on my phone. I'm gonna go to mount. Oh shoot, this taskbar is in the way. I wonder if I made this smaller. Nope, that made it bigger. Can I move this? Ugh, I'm gonna have to go inside, I think. Wait, yeah, I'm gonna have to go inside to rehome the telescope and get it back where it needs to be, because if for whatever reason, the taskbar on here is not letting me, it's not letting me access that. I can do park and set as park, but the home button is under it, so I can't get to it. So I'm gonna go inside, rehome it. I'm gonna pull the cap off now, because then that way it's just ready to go for tonight when I wanna set it up again. And shoot again, hopefully get another, I think I started shooting at 8 last night. This target, the lobster claw, I think I can shoot until about 2 or 3 a.m. So, what, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, that's like 6 hours, 6 or 7 hours of data. So if I can get another 6 or 7 hours of data, these 2 nights alone, that'll be 13, 14 hours. So great, good stuff. Hope to see y'all soon. This is gonna be shaky and weird, but I gotta stop this.